Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture in which we are going to study about the specific gravity of soil. But yes, when I say specific gravity of soil, it should be more precise, and the reason is very simple, that actually there are two different type of specific gravities that are defined for a particular soil. The first type of specific gravity that we define is known as absolute or true specific gravity. Absolute or true specific gravity, and yes, it is actually denoted by GT, whereas the second one is nothing but that is the mass or apparent specific gravity. And yes, this particular second type of specific gravity, that is mass or apparent specific gravity, is actually denoted by GM. And among these two, which one is more popular, which is mostly used even in the formulae, and which one is the bigger one, that we are going to understand in this particular lecture. But before understanding that, first of all, let us understand that what is the specific gravity. As you all know, or you might have learned in the subject that is fluid mechanics, that specific gravity is the ratio of unit weight or the density of the two different material, and among them the one material is the standard material. So instead of the densities, we can also compare the weights of the two different materials for the same amount of volume. So here, let us suppose if I consider the volume as 1 meter cube or 1 unit, we can simply compare the weight of two different material. So let us suppose if I consider the weight of 1 unit solids with respect to the water. Obviously here the standard material is the water only, same as that we used to take in the fluid mechanics also. So 1 unit volume of water. Yes, here please understand that when I am saying that is 1 unit, that means 1 unit volume of solids and 1 unit volume of water. So here the unit is of volume. In the same way, if let us suppose I am going to calculate what will be the weight of 1 unit volume of solids, then obviously you can say here that weight is nothing but that is the unit weight into volume. So here you can write down that the unit weight of solids is gamma solids into volume of solids. Yes or no? In the same way, if I want to calculate the weight of 1 unit volume of water, that will be the gamma of water into volume of water. Yes, please note down here that we have considered the volume as 1 unit only for both. So volume of solids is also 1 unit and volume of water is also 1 unit. So hence here we can say that it will be nothing but that will be the gamma of solids divided by gamma of water. So here again we can say that the GT is nothing but that is the gamma of solids to the gamma of water, and this is the formula for GT. Whereas if I define the value of GM, that is nothing but that is the weight of 1 unit volume of soil, 1 unit volume of soil to the 1 unit volume of water. Now I hope you can notice that what is the difference between these two. Here you can say that in GM we have used 1 unit volume of overall soil, whereas in GT it was 1 unit volume of solids. So if we want to calculate the weight, then it will be equals to be the gamma of a soil into volume of soil. whereas weight of water will be again equals to be gamma of W into volume of water. But as we have already mentioned that the volume should be equals to be 1 unit, hence finally you can see that the value of Gm will be equals to be the gamma of soil divided by gamma W. Now if I want to compare both of these two, can you tell me which one will be bigger one? Obviously, gamma of solids will be more. Why? Gamma of solids is actually calculated using only the volume of solids, whereas if we are considering soil, it will have both voids as well as solids. Yes or no? So soil have voids also, and that is why its density will be lesser. And if the density of soil is less, that means we can here simply say that the value of GT will always be more than GM. Yes or no? Yes. But yes, if you know the formula of gamma that we are going to derive in the upcoming lectures also, but if you have not derived or if you have not even read that formula till now, please bear with me. Just assume that the formula of gamma for the soil is nothing but that is equals to be GT plus SE into gamma W upon 1 plus E. Just assume that this is a formula that we are going to derive in our upcoming lectures. So even if you don't know about this formula, just assume this. And if we use this formula here, where? Here in this gamma soil. Just put this formula here. So what will be the formula that you will be getting? That will be equals to be GT plus S. S is your degree of saturation into void ratio, that is E, into gamma W upon 1 plus E. That is your numerator, and divided by gamma W. So if you solve here, what you will see that this gamma W will get cancelled out with this gamma W. Yes or no? And hence finally you will get that Gm is equals to be GT plus SE upon 1 plus E. So the formula is very simple. What is the formula between the GT and GM? That is GM is equals to be GT plus SE divided by 1 plus E. So that is the simplest formula, and yes, there might be some numericals in your examination or even in the field also. It is possible that you just know the GM, because actually in field you can't even calculate the value of GT very easily. But yes, you can simply dig out a chunk of soil and calculate its bulk unit weight very easily in the field. And if you know the value of GM, you can easily calculate the value of GT also. Fine. So that's all for this particular lecture. In our next lecture, we are going to understand some more terms. Till then, take care. Bye bye.